Good morning there. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. And by the time we're done on the program, you would have been brought up to date and up to speed regarding all of the biggest entertainment stories this morning. I'm Tokumbo Tairo together with my co-anchors Alakbe Banjo and Ife Oshinkeye. Hi guys.
Hi.
Why are you smiling?
You look very nice. I like your top and your shoes.
Because you know I'm going to compliment you anyway.
What, because I'm wearing different earrings?
No, not your earrings today. Your lipstick actually is very glossy, very glamorous. Very
kissable. I look very
just prefer to go there.
It's so inappropriate all the time.
Oh my days. So guys, what's new, what's cool, what's hot, what's not?
Nothing much. I'm looking forward to the Davido story that we're going to talk about later, actually.
Okay. I trust you have a lot to say on that.
Yeah, as does Ife as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Okay.
Anything else interesting happen? No.
No. All right, so we're going to be starting first with this story regarding Diamond Platnumz, who slams Hamisa, his baby mama, regarding Hamisa and her apparent or alleged witch doctor. So this is quite an interesting story.
Thirsty Thursday.
Oh, Jamie. Oh. But did you guys listen to the conversation? Because I thought the voice was muffled. I'm like, how in the world?
No, but he would be able to identify her voice.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's
even so, do you not think people might have gone to great lengths to actually put that up? No?
No,
okay.
I don't know about that. I think there's obviously previous allegations or something going on behind closed doors, because he said that's not the first time she's tried to do that. And like, he was very furious about it, and as he should be.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been ousted. But she's really silly, because why would you talk to a witch doctor online? Like, I mean, there was translations there. It was in Swahili or whatever language it is that they speak, but I mean, it was very clear that she had been doing a lot of meddling, and he wasn't pleased at all.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got
let me just quickly bring this in, just for the record. She was asking for to be able to marry him,
and also she wanted his sister and his mum to like
her. Yeah.
Like her, rather.
Yeah. So were you done? I just wanted to quickly.
Yeah. I mean, for those reasons, I believe it, because you hear about those kind of things all the time, and the fact that she's got like a witch doctor. Telling her witch doctor the problems, and the phone call's been recorded, and I mean, there's so much evidence against her that you almost wonder, why were you doing that? And also, like, she has been begging for him to marry her.
Okay.
She did mention that she was, you know, his baby mama. He hasn't married her. And I think he's mentioned before, we spoke about it before.
I don't think when she was talking to the witch doctor, she involved them marrying, because she said...
no, she said, I'm tired of being hidden.
Yeah, but she said...
What does that mean?
It was a witch doctor who asked that, what about Platnumz? She was like, oh, he's okay. It's just the fact that he's hiding her, and it's over 10 years.
So the mother and the sister, she wants them to like her.
What she actually wants is just the mother-in-law to like her.
But what's the domino effect of that? I mean, the fact is, her mother and sister don't like her. If she has them on side, maybe he'll put her in the limelight a lot more, and then
that's paving the way for marriage.
Yeah, and also he said previously when we discussed it that you should never have a side chick. Hang on. You should never have a side. You should never have a baby with your side chick, so as to not have a set aside child or whatever.
Yeah.
And he has a girlfriend that's very public. So that's what...
You know the funny thing? She came out after he even made that wild statement and even said something, still supporting Diamond Platnumz, even after he made that wild statement.
Yeah, I feel like she does want to desperately get married to him.
Yeah, but I don't think the witch doctor thing was all about Diamond getting married. I think she just wants, because she thinks Diamond is cool. Diamond got her.
What do you think the witch?
If you don't want to marry someone, why bother going to a witch doctor?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you think?
I don't understand what mother-in-law, because mother-in-law is someone you're married to. Now you're just a baby mama who got a mansion from your baby daddy, so that your child and yourself can be comfortable. So I think that's about it. So the fact that she's going all out to a witch doctor, it shows a desperation. I'm not going to deny
desperation
that.
To do what?
But I don't think it's to marry. I just think it's to get more.
Get more?
Yeah.
She can do that anyway. She can claim that anyway, just by having the baby. I don't think you're on the right track on this one. I think on this one,
your points are not adding up.
There's no way you would go to the extent of going to a witch doctor and trying to get favour from the mother and sister if you don't want to have a future with that person of some sort.
Yeah, she's revealed several. If you follow the tracking, you would know that she has revealed several times that she's ready to settle down with Diamond, but he's not yet serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get so obviously she wants
marriage.
With
okay, so you agree?
Diamond. No, I agree, but my point is, in the case of this witch doctor now, it's not about tying Diamond down. It's just about making his mother. So maybe that would give her a better chance. So we shouldn't focus on it like she went to the witch doctor, like Diamond Platinum must marry me. You get
no,
me?
I know, I get what you mean. She didn't go with that purpose, but that's her intention.
Sure.
It's the means to an end.
That's the
But she's
motive.
really pretty.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to our next story, which is regarding Ubi Franklin, who calls out his ex-wife, Lillian Esoro, regarding fake designer perfume. So, who wants to go first on this?
Tisk, tisk. If do you want to go, or do you want me to go?
No, ladies first.
Ubi Franklin and Lillian Esoro are, well, allegedly estranged lovers and parents of their young child, Jaden. Now, in this case, Lillian has posted a picture of a Tom Ford perfume, which she claims is fake. And in retaliation...
Which he
claims is fake. Apologies. And in, like... Well, his method of claiming that it's fake is by reposting another photo of the original. And giving steps as to how to spot a fake,
the difference.
which I find incredibly petty. Like, she's the mother of your child. You could just call her and say, look, that picture, that perfume that you've posted is actually fake, or send her a text like never buy. Like, he could have done what he posted and sent it to her.
Like,
on
what do you
WhatsApp.
think he's trying to prove?
Do you know what I think he should have done?
Like,
he should have bought the original
and then sent it to her, and then
that would have even been
posted
more...
it or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean by it's petty. He was just trying to be petty.
I don't
and I just
understand
find it really, it's such a shame when I'm going to make a very generalistic, a very fair kind of statement. I just think it's such a shame when grown men are petty. Like, you don't, why must you be petty? What, can you speak on behalf of men?
I think he hasn't gotten over Lillian. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
because
I mean, he is punching above his weight, majorly. I mean, so...
If you haven't gotten over somebody and then you desperately want her back, shading her on social media is definitely not the right way.
No, well, they're co-parenting, one, and two, they aren't completely estranged. So before this incident, they actually had a bit of banter on comments, and people made it into an issue like, are they getting back together? Are they not getting back together? She wished him happy birthday, or he wished her happy birthday, and so they are in talking terms. I mean, when they first broke up, they weren't. It was very obvious, but they are in talking terms. So it doesn't really make any sense as to why he's gone and done this. Like, it just doesn't add up. And he was like publicly infatuated with her when they were getting married.
Let me hear what Ife has to say, because it's like he doesn't agree.
No, I totally agree. I was just looking at Lillian's picture, like, man, who's going to be with such a beautiful lady and
not
break
Ubi.
up with her, like,
not Ubi.
After 1 year, like, come on, man.
But how do you know he broke up with her? She might have broke up with him.
Well, she might have, and she might have a bad habit anyways. She might look very good and still have demons. So
true that. So could he.
So could he.
Yeah. So just saying.
Everyone's got demons, so no one should be trying to be pious or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you know the reason why I was saying that he might be petty, or I think he hasn't gotten over, because if you've actually moved on, you know,
you wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care. You'd be like, oh, is that what she did?
Allegedly, he moved on with, what's that girl from Big Brother called? The one that everyone...
Cece.
Yeah, allegedly he moved on with her, but obviously...
But he moved on with T-Boss too.
Oh yeah. So, I mean,
he's been moving on with a lot of Big Brothers.
That's why I say juicy.
He's getting it right. But no, I think it was really petty. That was really, really lame. Ubi Franklin. Sort it out, mate.
All right. Ife, do you have any further things to add before we move on?
Money trees is a perfect place to shade in.
What did you say?
That was lost on me as well.
Money trees is the perfect
place to shade in.
Why?
Don't shade your ex-wife.
Yeah, like, come on.
I'm surprised you haven't actually given us one of your utopian speeches.
No, not on this occasion. If you did, I would chuck you out.
Yeah.
You'd be chucked out.
Well, I just did, but in, how do I call it now? In a metaphorical way.
All right, if
money trees means just buy it and send it to her.
Okay, all right. On that note, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be discussing a PBC presenter. Stay here.
That money we shoot every person that we know can shoot. We don't let people die there.
You could have killed us for a long period of time.
Is that time why I carry gonorrhea? I first go hospital first, but it no go. Now I call me that mama. She just pulled it, he pointed, and shot.
What is the soul of a man?
They suffer too much. They suffer too much.
Issues around the Nigerian police, we have to tackle it holistically.
Welcome back. It's still tea time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're swiftly moving on to our next story, which is on a BBC presenter who announces that she only has days to live in a very moving tweet. And I read the tweet and I was like, oh, you know, it's really, really touching. And one of my favorite movies of all time is a movie regarding some cancer patients. So I just immediately
What's this movie?
Stars in our...
The Fault in Our Stars.
Fault in Our Stars. I can't believe you
know that. Wow.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah. Is this the one with the guy that's disabled and then he gets with the girl?
No, it's just some a group of people that all have terminal illness.
Yes, he's disabled. Yeah, his leg. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. One of them is disabled. Yeah.
Well, yeah. This story is really, really sad, and it's really touching because she's obviously had terminal cancer for a while. So I mean, there was no update of whether she was getting better or not, but she did look quite well. But she revealed on Twitter she's actually a Radio 5 presenter, which is, and she has podcasts, which is like a really, really interesting show. I mean,
me and
I don't know.
The name of the podcast was You and Me something podcast.
Yeah. And I think she's been on that show and the podcast
for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I mean,
and
her
then she has co-presenters, like 2 other co-presenters.
Yeah, the co-presenters have also like said that they would really miss her. Yeah. She's from Cheshire, which is not too far out, but she's quite a popular presenter, and in this case. She's revealed that, you know, she's only got a few days left to live. And the reason why I think it's so shocking is because, you know, people, I mean, it's really sad because when somebody has cancer, you don't hear from them for, I mean, you usually get updates on how they're doing and if they're going to die. You can physically see them kind of wearing down. In her case, she actually looked well, so she gave people like this kind of facade that she was getting better and that kind of thing. So to reveal that she's only got a couple of days to live is a bit of a shock. And a few days we all take for granted, but these are like her last days.
Yes.
On the other hand, though, she might have a bit longer. I mean, you know, doctors, you never know. I mean, doctors always give people 6 months to live. They live for 10 years. So.
Yeah, but this is cancer, though, and what they've said is that it's now sipped in. It's not just everywhere. It's sipped into the skin. So it's like
it's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. She has a son. She's also, I think, she's married as well.
Yeah, she's married. She shared the picture with her
husband. Yeah. So I mean, it's quite sad that, you know, a big part of their family is going to be missing. And do you know what's the worst part of these kind of you know, this kind of grief is because you've been given like time to prepare yourself, but nothing can prepare you for that. Like nothing can really prepare you for someone not ever being there. And even though she's been ill for a very long time, and some people would argue that, you know, you've been given time to like see that person till they go. I don't think anything really prepares you. And imagine her having to tell her son she's not going to be around for much longer.
Yeah, which is the reason why she's writing a memoir for a son.
So he can read it.
So that he can get to know a mother growing up. Yeah, because she hasn't had enough time to spend with him.
Yeah.
So she's writing that memoir in his what do I call it? What's the word?
She's writing
in her memory.
In her memory.
No, not in a memory. In his.
Oh, I see. Okay. For his growing.
It's in her memory. I get what you mean. But it's in her memory because he's not dying.
In his favor, like that's what I mean. Like she's writing it in his favor so that he can get to know his mother growing up. And
which is a really good idea because a lot of people that lose their parents at such a young age. Always find, you know, there's a bit of a disconnect because all they remember is pictures, or they don't even remember. There's just pictures that kind of keep them connected. Yeah. But in this case, she's had a chance to be able to communicate with him through the memoir, which is really sweet. But I still stand by the fact that nothing can prepare you. Having to explain that to a child is the most daunting thing ever.
Right. Let me hear from Ife because you've been silent. I don't know if it's the mood or the story or the movie.
I just think it's very sad. You know, she's been diagnosed with cancer since 2016. And then I think it was in May when she was told that, look, it's really spread and you have just a few months to leave, and now a few
mean May
days
this year?
to leave. Yeah, May this year.
Okay.
And then, yeah, a few days to leave. So I just think it's a very sad story. And then the way she's going about it is just so sweet. Like, she's not bothered. She's not like, oh, teary-eyed.
Yeah, but you know behind closed doors she's probably dreading
definitely.
it.
But the way she's writing about it, she's making it look like, oh, look, guys, look, it's normal.
She's already mentally, like, accepted.
Like, I'm going to miss you. Yeah, she's accepted her fate, and I just think,
And she must be in so much pain.
quote.
It's cancer. I mean, she's not exactly been told you're going to die normally in 3 days. It's, 2 years of pain, deterioration,
all the processing, the chemo, the
and a lot of money going into it, financial, so I think when it's your time, it's your time. It's really sad, but man, at least.
What if a miracle happens and she doesn't die on the same day?
Yeah, I was about to say that, like the lady we discussed recently, that miraculously got healed after she said she was going to die. So we never know. Anything can happen. So watch this space.
Ife, did you enjoy The Fault in Our Stars?
Yeah, yes.
I'm really very surprised that you remember that because, like I said,
it's surprised. It's just a movie.
I like movies a lot.
Okay.
Oh, you do?
Outside of me, you don't know.
One thing you have in common.
Who?
All right then. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be discussing Davido and what he said. We'll be right back.
I actually moved back to Nigeria to open a bakery. This was my goal. And everything I did up till this point was in preparation for this. First of all, life was great because I moved in 2015 right before the recession, right? It was awesome. I was like, wow, there's so much money out here, man. The cost of overheads, power generation, water, you have to be your own local government. And there are no tax breaks. Many places where, where they realize the small business environment is difficult would offer some kind of tax breaks and incentives. We don't do that out here. We want you to come back. We want you to, to start businesses here, but we're not going to do anything to help you. All my experiences in the past have led me ultimately to where I am now.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're moving on to our next story, which is regarding Davido, who says, my dad sent officers to arrest me and my promoters during my first show. So, very interesting, very revealing.
Yeah, if I thinks he's lying, go on.
Oh, Lord, why did you have to let the cat
out of the bag?
Why you always lying?
Why you always lying? Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord, Davido, why you a liar?
You're shady. You're so shady.
Like, come on.
Wait, why do you think he's lying?
Exactly, because I was just saying.
I had to scale the fence and run without shoes and everything. And my father was like, if you don't come back, all your friends are going to go to jail. So I was like,
yeah, I know that bit was a bit late. No, but why do you think he was lying, though? You think it doesn't sound believable?
Because Davido is not that gangster. Davido is Ajebota. He should not be forming streets where he's not street. Davido is no street. Davido is no street. I'm going to say this with full confidence. The only street about Davido right now is this 30 billion gang which he has around him. But left
Do you
to
not
Davido,
think his 30 billion gang make him street?
No, he was talking about when he was still in America. Then
and
his father wanted him to do music, and then he came back.
Didn't want him to do music.
I mean, his father didn't want him to.
America.
So he left America, came back. His father didn't know he was in Nigeria. Then he was doing a show, and then his father brought like 50 police, like 50, just to arrest your son. Like, come on, man.
No, not just him, but he said he had his
information.
Oh.
So I don't think he's telling the truth either.
No, wait. Wait, let's milk it. Wait for it. She's about to dish out. Yeah, exclusive.
I didn't think he's telling the truth because I've interviewed his dad before.
Okay.
And when I asked questions about how did you feel when your son said he wanted to do music and blah, 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 the first thing he said was that I wasn't pleased. I berated his older brother, who's the chairman, whatever his name is.
Chairman HK.
Yeah, to basically, why are you encouraging your brother to do so-and-so, right? And actually, I know his dad, and I'm not really sure his dad would have got people to arrest him. And his dad also said that when he told him he wanted to do music and he showed that he was serious, that actually the deal was you have to go to uni and then I'm going to get you a studio. We're going to make sure that you're good at what you're doing. And then there was a huge push for his music career. Yeah. So, and his dad also said in that same interview, actually, and I have the clip, I'll show it to you. Okay. His dad also said that he sent his then manager, Kamal Ajiboye, to uni, as well as the producer at the time, Sheezy. So his dad wanted him to go at all costs to make sure that he was studying and making sure that, you know, he had a backup plan. Similarly, his late mother was also an academic. I mean, his dad's got a PhD, his mum had a PhD. They've got, you would know, they've got a lot of kind of investments in Babcock University. So he comes from,
so he was actually a lecturer in Babcock.
Yeah, exactly. And his family are quite academic. So I can understand if his dad was pushing the academic thing. What I don't believe is that your dad would then get 50, to arrest your son and his kids. Number one, that would have been a huge scandal.
No, but you know what? Like, wait, I don't think he would have sent. Maybe he would have sent for the police, but you know, hold on. No, I'm just trying to like rationalize it.
It's possible that his father kicked against it, but he exaggerated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you know how these things work, where you send policemen to go and handle it, you know, and then they, because of the mob or the crowd that was there, they may have, you know, taken more than necessary.
Or maybe because of who sent them.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is that it may not have been his dad.
But what I'm saying is that Davido telling us that, look, I had to scale the fence, running with no shoes.
Running away from my dad.
Action movie, that's what.
They arrested him. And Charlemagne is such a savage.
He was like, even he didn't believe,
Yeah, because it's true. Like, imagine they arrested your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your dad. You can just walk out and be like, Dad, chill out. Like, and you let them go to that extent of disgracing your friends.
You know what? Yeah. What about if we had?
Shows how much you loved your ex, really.
Yeah.
He left her to be arrested.
I'm a girl, you better watch out.
Yeah, exactly. She should be green with envy.
You better watch out.
Guys, just a scenario came into my mind as we were talking about this. Supposing we did have Davido here, and he does confirm this story. What are you guys going to do?
You always lie.
Are you gonna sing that?
I mean, what are we gonna do?
Do you know what? I think what Choma needs to go and do a remix of a song.
Why you always lying?
Reassurance. Reassurance.
You are so annoyingly petty.
Oh my God.
I'm not buying this story.
She needs to be reassured because...
I'm not buying this story.
What I'm saying is that if he did come on the show and he still reiterated it and he's still standing...
So if he said if it happened, I'm still going to say I don't believe you.
Okay.
There's no evidence.
That's all I wanted to know.
He's just going to say...
That's all I wanted to know because I'm like, are you guys...
Do you know when people are lying, they tend to talk really fast. See the way we saw it? I should have had to tell him like, yo, slow down. You're Russian.
Charlemagne, he was exaggerating.
No, there was definitely some sort of exaggeration going on. But Charlemagne, on the other hand, is also very annoying when he interviews African artists. And like I said, Cuppy's interview is the only interview I've seen where he's actually relaxed. Because, no, I'll tell you why. Because
what, you don't believe so?
I've seen people that
Ice
piped
Prince,
down
Tiny Temper,
Charlemagne.
Davido. I'm talking... Did you hear what I said? I said African artists.
I know.
Yeah, because in America, they didn't rate it until like Drake brought it onto the scene. Go and watch Ice Prince's interview. Go and watch Tiny Tempers, who's Nigerian but lives in England, and he's still ridiculed.
Big shout out to Ebro, by the way. Ebro.
Yeah, Ebro. Yeah, exactly. Do you understand the perspective I'm talking about now? Cuppy's one, and it was only the only reason. And even in Cuppy's interview, he was like, "Oh, in Africa, do you have this? Do you have that?" The only reason why he was doing that is because she was obviously working at Rock Nation at the time. He's also a staff of Rock Nation, so he couldn't really like dumb her down or like make her sound. I mean, Davido for crying out loud.
The person, I'm not talking about African now. I'm talking about the person that has really, really taken control of the interview with Charlemagne the God.
Jay-Z.
No, Tekashi 69. It was like, if not for this interview, I wouldn't know you.
Yeah.
Like,
you said this before, yeah.
Like, it told Charlemain straight.
But like, that's how he is, Tekashi.
If not for this interview, I wouldn't know you. It was like, what have you done for your society? Who knows you? What awards have you won? I'm a multi-award winner, so who are you to talk to me?
Yeah, but that's just like a kind of personal thing. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
going on between
No, like, it's not a personal thing because...
He's very blunt like
Charlemagne was trying to bring him down, telling him why you looking like a rainbow, you know, Tekashi.
I'm saying the reason why the guy piped back is because of the way Charlemagne is.
Yeah.
But Charlemagne, when it comes to African artists, he just assumes that they're beneath, and it's not a good look.
All right, that's where we're going to have to wrap up on Tea Time today. Join us this afternoon for fresh entertainment stories. Until then, my thank you goes to my co-anchors, the production team, as well as our stylist, Ketsi of Kudi Empire. I'm Tokum Botayo saying thanks for watching and have yourself a good morning.